So we are back
to school.
No. So we are back with our Q&A as promised. If you saw our back to school video that we did with the Cantu beauty products, we asked you a question in the comment section, and we basically said, let us know what you want to know. Ask us your questions, and we'll come to you with a Q&A video for September answering all of your questions. We actually got, I believe, 10 questions. We're not going to be able to answer all 10 questions right now. So what I think we'll do is I will let Elle go because she actually is a little antsy. We just filmed a little quick video before, and she really wants to go hang out with her brother. And since this video is more for the moms, I just wanted her to do her little quick intro. So you want to just say bye to everybody and then you can go? Say bye. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
So the next question is from Suyu Asui, and the question is, which product did you use when Elle was 1 and 2 and 3? I know you made a video, I think it was called Elle's hair regimen, but can you make a new one please? Love you, Elle. Elle is so adorable. It's time for back to school. I'm not gonna make a new video talking about what products I made for Elle's hair because that video goes into very intricate detail about what I did for Elle's hair when she was a newborn, like right out of the hospital. That video was fairly new. I mean, Elle is still actually 3 years old. This channel is only 1 year old, so that video is very new. If you know that I have that video, then why haven't you watched it? I'm sorry, but if you're saying you know I made a video, then you're either saying you haven't watched the video, thus you want me to do more work for you because you don't want to watch it, or you're saying you did watch it and you think the information has changed somehow. I'm not really sure what you're saying. I don't really know what to say because clearly the information that I shared in that video, if you watched it, couldn't have changed because it's stuff that has happened in the past. And anything that has happened since the inception of this channel, which started when Elle was 2, you all have witnessed. The only thing that you wouldn't have known prior to the creation of this channel is what was in that video. I'm only gonna be able to refer you to that video. So yeah, anyone who wants to know what I use in Elle's hair when she was a newborn up until the point of a toddler, which is where she is now, you can definitely check out that video. It's called Newborn to Toddler Natural Hair Routine. The video is extremely thorough, you guys. I have video of Elle as a baby doing her hair with product names. I mean, it doesn't get more thorough than that. Pretty much what I used was the Shea Moisture Kids collection, and then at a certain point I started using my Shea Moisture adult products on her for deep conditioning. Then I started introducing a few other adult products such as the Cream of Nature, the Coconut Milk collection, and you all have seen those products when I first started this channel because I used the Coconut Milk conditioner to detangle Elle's hair, which is one of my favorite products. It's really affordable, so you can use it very generously without breaking the bank, and it's amazing at detangling. Additionally, you saw me use the adult Camille Rose products on Elle's hair at the very beginning of this channel because very similarly, they're very inexpensive, they're natural, and they're really good on natural hair, and so I use those on Elle's hair. Then Camille Rose came out with a kids collection, and I was super excited to be able to use those on Elle's hair. Also during this channel, you got to see me introduce the Curls Unleashed kids collection, which I use on Elle's hair, the Curls kids collection, which I use on Elle's hair, the Cantu kids collection, which I use on Elle's hair, and the As I Am Born Curly kids collection, which I also use on Elle's hair. So you've got to see me use things and also introduce things to you through this channel as well. So pretty much anything you've seen me use here on Elle's hair, you know what she's using now. And I can also, I guess, begin to do hair regimen videos so that you guys will have an opportunity to see what are the things that I'm actually using on Elle's hair as a part of her routine that are outside of sponsored videos, so that you'll know what's her routine, you know, because the sponsored video is clearly this is what we're using to do this look, but that doesn't mean that this is a product that we're using every day as a part of her routine. And of course, I pick and choose, you know. I may be using this particular product from this collection as the leave-in, and then from this other brand as the moisturizer, and then this brand as the shampoo, but then this brand as the, you know, the conditioner. So I tend to do that when I find things that I like. Let me know, would you like a hair regimen, hair routine video, so that way you guys can see what are the products that I'm putting together to make Elle's hair routine. Let me know if you would like a video like that in the comments below. The next question is from My Happy Faces. My daughter's hair always has a lot of lint that gets into it, and it doesn't matter whether it's clean or dirty. Her hair attracts the lint throughout the day. So my question is, how do you stop the hair from getting so much lint in it? So this is a really interesting question because Elle's hair has moments of being really linty, and she also has moments of being not so linty. I find that depending on what products I'm using in Elle's hair, she will attract more lint or less lint. This might be what it is for you, but I cannot say 100% that this is what it is for you. But products that tend to be more on the waxier side, namely a shea butter product that is really, really shea buttery, right? Or I don't really have any products that I'm using that have beeswax in them, but check to see if you have products that have beeswax in them. And I also don't use products with petroleum or mineral oil because I just really avoid products with those really cheap ingredients in them. I really try to stay with products that are more on the natural side, but beeswax is a natural ingredient, and so is shea butter. But products that have a heavy shea butter content and also beeswax in them tend to have a waxier feel on the hair. They have that like attraction to dirt and dust and lint. And also petroleum. Think about grease. You know, if you have grease on your skin, it's going to pick up stuff, right? Mineral oil is very similar in that way too in products. It'll pick up stuff. So think about what type of products you're using, and it's possible that if you're using grease, like, you know, back in the day, our hair grease, you put hair grease on her hair and you're going to probably notice that it's picking up that type of stuff. Versus when I use hair butter, like say for example, the Camille Rose Mandarin collection, the new kids products, when I use the sweet pudding, I don't get that. I will not get a big attraction of lint and butters and stuff like that at all. That will not really happen at all for her. But let's say for example, when I use the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie, which is a very shea butter whipped product, heavier shea butter product, for Elle, I will end up getting heavier attraction of lint. Also, Elle's hair doesn't pick up lint so quickly, so it's not like the difference between using the Camille Rose pudding on day one and using the Shea Moisture smoothie on day one. It's gonna be like a 50% more lint versus no lint. It's not gonna look like that for Elle versus how you may be experiencing it for your daughter. For Elle, it'll be like at the end of the week when I take her twists down so she could wear her twist out, she'll have way more lint in her hair than she did if I just used the Camille Rose pudding. Honestly, for me, it's almost like I really don't care about it because I'll let her go with her twist in for like 3 weeks and she'll have lint in there and I really don't care personally. I'm just letting you know I notice it when it's a certain type of product. It sounds like it could be something like that for you, but I honestly don't know. And I welcome the moms who are tuning in right now. If you have a suggestion, or if this is something that you've experienced with your daughter, if you find that she's attracting a lot of lint and you've done something that has worked, please let this mom know. What are you doing for lint? And is there something specifically that you think could be the culprit of this lint causing the lint? And if what is that? What should she be looking out for? What can she do to help prevent it? Because for me, it's definitely the product choice. The next question is from Ruby Rodriguez, and she asks, how do you keep your hair shiny? That's a great question. I get this question a lot, and I think that a lot of the times when you're watching Elle on camera, I'm doing her hair freshly hydrated because I've sprayed it with water, freshly moisturized because I just put product on it, freshly sealed because I'm putting oil on it. So you're getting like this, you know, brand spanking new shiny car experience. So I do think that sometimes it's a little bit, you know, misleading or whatever because you're seeing a brand new hairstyle. But Elle's hair can get dull looking just like anybody else's. So if your hair is starting to look dull, then what you need to do is moisturize it. Spray it with some water and restyle it, rehydrate it. And if you don't have naturally curly hair like Elle does, where you can afford to spray it with water and put product on it and just shake it up and you've got a nice looking hair, like me, I do not have hair like that. My hair does not work like that. Then you will need to make sure that you are prepping your hair the night before by mixing it with water and applying your product and then twisting it so that the very next day you'll be able to wear your twist out or your braid out or your bantu knot out or, you know, whatever style you're wearing. And because your hair is freshly moisturized, it will have a beautiful shine. And I recommend layering products. So after you spray your hair with water, I like to put a leave-in on and your favorite moisturizer, and then you top it all off with an oil to give your hair a nice, really, really good hydration and moisture layering, and then you'll be able to see really good shine. And that's my motto. And if you watch Elle's videos, you see that I follow that theory. I'm layering everything. I'm always spraying with water and then I'm putting leave-in on, and it's a layering process that is creating all of the moisture and hydration in her hair, and then ultimately you see a really beautiful shine, you know? So it's all about product selection and product layering that leaves you with beautiful shine. The last question is from Simone Selfmade. Thank you so much for these videos. I really enjoy them and she is so adorable. I use a lot of your tips and tricks for my daughter, who is now 8. I wanted to ask if you have any recommendations for bonnets that are pretty good at staying on kids' heads while they sleep. I'm not sure if I haven't come across the right ones or she really just sleeps that wild. At least 5 out of 7 nights she wakes up with nothing on her head. This is starting to take a toll on her edges and overall hair health. I believe I'm just going to have to say forget it and use the satin pillowcases. Any thoughts? You actually came up with the best suggestion at the very end of your comment, which is to use a satin pillowcase. And I was going to make a recommendation for a satin bonnet company. I always recommend Florabella Boutique because that's who I get my satin bonnets from, and that's who I get Elle's satin bonnets from, Florabella Boutique. And I'll put their link in the description box for you as well. However, if your daughter just is a wilder sleeper or bonnets just don't stay on, you know, I don't know if it has anything to do with the bonnet. It could just be her, you know, she just may not be the type of person who can sleep with the bonnet, and I think that that's totally fine. Another bonnet that you can try is Slaps satin line caps, Elise or Elise. I have one actually. I'll link it in the description box, but it's called Slaps. They look like beanie caps. So they're not the traditional bonnet. They're not for kids per se, but you could try it out. But basically my point was it may work out to be better for her to just have a satin pillowcase, because then there's no worry about it coming off. She's sleeping on a satin pillowcase and her hair is protected because it's satin. You don't have to worry about the satin pillowcase coming off because it's not going to come off. And then you don't have to worry about any bonnets. You don't have to worry about any issues with the bonnet coming off at night or anything. So, you know, I think that that's a great suggestion. And it's kind of sounded like you don't want to do that based on the way your comment, I read your comment, like you don't want to have to go that route. I'm not sure why you don't want to go that route, but it sounds like a very good way to go. Elle has a satin pillowcase. She has no problems with her bonnet staying on, and she has no problem wearing bonnets. But we do also have a satin pillowcase for her that I also got from Florabella Boutique. Try out the satin pillowcase for your sanity and for her hair health. I think it would be a really good solution to your problems. I think that that would be the best thing for you to do personally, because it's a win-win. You don't have to worry about anything, and her hair is going to be benefiting in the end. That is a perfect solution, and you came up with that like all by yourself. You did not even need me for that. Ooh, I'm hot. Woo! All these questions. I am hot now. Thank you for your questions. Sorry that Elle couldn't make it through. She was not going to be able to sit through all these questions, but I am very happy that we were able to come to you with a Q&A. I would love to do these for you all every single month if we're able to. So I am going to basically open up the floor by pinning. I'm going to pin a question below. So just like how I did in that video, I'm gonna pin a question below. That way, if you guys have questions, you'll be able to ask them and then we'll be able to answer them, okay? Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you. We're so happy for you, Ladybugs, and the support that you've given this channel, and we cannot wait to see this channel grow. Please continue to keep supporting this channel for Elle and everything that she's doing. And we love you so much, and yeah, keep rocking with us. We love you so much. And yeah, I hope I answered your questions. And if you have any more, leave them below in the pinned section. Bye, Ladybugs. We love you so much. Bye.